Hey guys, welcome back to the SensiPop channel. What we have for you today is we're going to talk about the Kefla leader and we're going to play with the Universe 6 engine. So before we go forward, I just want you to know what this review is going to be. This deck profile is going to be broken down into two sections. One section would be, I'm going to talk about the cards. This is mainly for newcomers or those people who are interested to hear my voice. And the second part is I'm going to talk about the strategy on how I play the deck. So if you're just wanting to go straight to the strategy and some of the tips that I'm playing the deck, go straight down. I will just put a time over there, so just click it and you just give all the cards explanation from there. Alright, so without further ado, let us talk about the deck. So pardon me because I'm still recovering from my sickness from last week. I came back from vacation and then I wasn't feeling so good. So this is already, I think, the third or fourth take because I was just coughing so profusely. In the other ones, then you can see that I'm losing my voice also. So just pardon me, but I really want to share this with you because after several play testing, that means doing some changes, minor changes, I finally found something that kind of works and in a funny way, actually. Okay, so let us go straight and let me talk about the cards. So Kefla leader, so what she does is that when when you attack a leader card with that card, that means your leader attacks the leader, you get to pitch one Universe 6 cards and you draw 2. It helps you to recycle through your deck. That's actually really good. And what I would love it to be better would be if you pitch a battle card like Hirudigan, but no, this is for some reason restricted to Universe 6. That means you need a Universe 6 card in your hands just to get 2 more cards, alright? And for less, you switch 2 of your energy back and then you flip over and Explosive Power Kefla. Her awakened side will be when you attack, draw a card, and once per turn you get to pitch 1 card from your hands. Any card will do, and you get to give 1 card, one of your battle card plus 5k and double strike. This is a really good game ender and makes your boss creature, say an Onslaught Kefla, a really menacing threat at the end of the game to finish up the game. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is that these are the cards that we have. We played 2 copies of Scientist Fool. Scientist Fool, it's such a great card in this format, especially if you're pushing for the double strike. When you put, so what this card is, that for overwhelm 7 on 1, when you play this card, just draw 2 cards. Amazing. So we play 2 copies of the Playing God Zeno. When you play this card, negate all the other battle card skills, so it's basically a board reset. So you reset everything on the board, reset your hand, so when your opponent has much more hand advantage than you, use this card because you shuffle both decks afterwards. After that, you draw 5, so you start on even footing with your opponent. We play 4 copies of Saiyan Teamwork Kappa. So what this card does is that while this card is in play, decrease the energy cost and specified green cost of caulifla and kale in your hands by 1. So it's not too much about the green because we're not playing green at all. It's actually about the caulifla and kale that you reduces the non-specified energy cost. Play 4 copies of Unending Awakening. So negating attack, then choose up to 1 of the red Saiyan leader card and gains 5k for the duration of the turn. So protects her and give her basically a sensu beam for the duration of the turn. Very defensive card, kind of a great card to have in your arsenal. The lowest, we play a vanilla caulifla. So this is the lowest, easiest way to get a caulifla out on this board. So for 1 cost you get a vanilla caulifla, not much of a beater, not much of a big beat stick, but it's just a Unipotara target for your Saiyan Onslaught Caulifla. We play 4 copies of Intensifying Quick Trunks. When this card attacks, you choose 1 card from your hand, from your life, add it to your hand. It gains 10k and it swings for critical. So we play 2 copies of Kappa Universe Mediator. So when you play this card, looks up the top 3, draw 1. It's basically a searcher. for super combos at 5 life. We play 4 copies of 3 blocker KL. If Caulifla is on the board, so it's very important that Caulifla stays on the board. If you need to bring her out before you Union Potara, because Caulifla is gone, so take note of that. Bring her out before you Union Potara. Sister attack KL, when this card attacks, another Universe 6 is in, so it could be this guy, it could be her, draw a card, and it gains 5k. Sister attack Saiyan Caulifla, not exactly a very good card. The reason why it's because you don't, it helps us to self-awaken. Yes, this is your only self-awaken option, but in this very aggro format, I guarantee you will be awakened by your opponents helping you. So you don't need to really self-awaken yourself. That's what you do. But it is also it is under 50k. That means she could bring her out. So you have one more Unipotara target that your opponent needs to get rid of. So Chain Attack, one of the best cards in the game right now. For 2 costs, 2 red, he can attack a battle card in active mode, and when you play this card, choose up to one of the battle cards in your hands with 5,000, 15k or less, and play it. And Bow Super Saiyan, so this card, when you play this card, look up to top 7, choose one Universe 6, and play it. So that's why I played this, because it is a Potara target. It is a Potara target and helps you to keep your board full of Cauliflas so that your KO could come out also. And of course, the Saiyan also Kefla, when this card is played using Unipotara or attack, draw 1 card, one of the best SR that was released in set 4 in my opinion. So let me talk about, after we go through this, let me talk about how I play the deck. So it's very important, so it sets up like that. So the perfect game is this. Of course, there's not going to be a perfect game. I'm going to talk about a perfect game, and then I'm going to talk about how to mitigate, how to work around it to make sure that you have a better game, alright? So the perfect game is this, that you have this guy, and this guy in your hands in turn 1. The reason is this. So turn 1, play this card, end your turn, put it on the table. I think at this format right now, there is basically no way to really take care of this guy. It sends 2 things when you put this guy on the board on turn 1. It sends a signal to them. It says that, hey, I'm going to attack the next turn with this guy, so make sure that you play defensively if you don't want to take the crit. If you want to go tap out, then you are dead against this guy, because you will take the damage from this. So your opponent might not want to take the damage, so your opponent might leave his 1 energy there in participation for your attack that's going to come out from this intensifying power trunks. But no, you're not going to do that. Turn 2, depending on how your opponents play, so regardless of how your opponents play, regardless, what you want to do is you chain attack to Teamwork Kappa. Don't even bother about swinging with this guy, because your leader can draw cards without awakening. So your opponent basically wasted a turn, because a turn that he could use it to attack you actually call him bluff, and then you put it there, and then you put this thing on the board, and he thought he wants to use that 1 energy to defend himself. But no, that's not going to be the case. You chain attack to him, and then hopefully you search onto her, and you bring her or him out. Your best target would be this guy, this lady, and her. So you have the board set up for Saiyan attack KL. You have the attack for both Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. And depending on what you have, because if you have Darkness KL in your hands, this is the time to drop her out, swing with her, draw a card, swing with her, put that card down, draw 2 cards, so that you get all the cards that you need in your hands and get ready for turn 3. I've been playtesting this, I think 6 to 7 games, and no kidding, not lying to you, doing these combos in my hands. I get around like 3 games where I bring her out in turn 3. That's how effective it is. So So you essentially call your opponent's bluff, and then you do this, and then you get your board full of things. And the thing is, with this guy on the board, this and this essentially costs 1 less for you to hardcast it. So it's also good. This also costs 1 less. It becomes 1 red. If you have it, play, swing, and get one energy back. So basically in turn 2, you have a chain attack. You have this. You have this guy, this lady, and this lady on the board. And you can swing if you want, but your opponent needs to get ready because your next turn would be, say, on slot Kefla. Of course, the bad part is you will be tapped out, but the good part with her is that you still be 8 energy, 8 life when that happens. So I know it's the ultra aggro format right now, and 8 life it's not a lot, but it most probably will kill you in turn 2 in your opponent's turn. So in the other turn you could bring her out and then try to end the game with it. The thing about the super aggro format right now is that they also need to do damage to themselves to bring you down. So they are kind of helping you, and if they don't finish you in that turn, do her and finish it. What I like to do, it's usually when your opponent's at 3 lives, bring them down to 1, bring them down to 2, never swing her with double strike. If you need, swing her 1 time just to bring your opponent down to 2 lives, then use the effect to give her double. Don't double at the same at one time just to bring her down to 1. A lot of times the surprise is this, that when your opponent's at 2 lives, because you have so many creatures on the board because of this little guy, the next turn you could actually chain attack and bring this guy out again if you have him. Alright? So you could do a lot when it comes to this type of format. So when your opponent is down to 2, drop 1, give her double strike and 5k, so she swings at 30. If this is the turn that you brought her out, she starts at 35. She swings at 35. No. If this is the turn that you brought her out, she swings at 40. So 5k from her, 5k from Unipotara. She is already at 35. Swing 40 double strike, draw a card, swing again, 45 double strike. And if your opponent does not have negate, if your opponent has negate, your opponent will use it on her. If your opponent doesn't have negate, they will combo it out and it's game ender right there. And if your opponent doesn't die, for some reason he combos out of the first swing, then for the second swing he negates it and he has a smile in his face. That's what happened in my play testing. Bring Scientist Fool out. It's also a double striker for 25k. You draw 2 more cards, combo your whole hand, and finish it. He will be very low in cards, low in hands, and most probably that negate is not in his hands anymore. Alright, so this is a deck tag. So what I'm going to talk about now is the options that I have on the table if you do not have the cards in your hands. So that is the perfect game. This is the non-perfect game. You still have this and this to combo it out. So for the turn when you're gonna flip over, you could play her, bring her out, flip over, Unipotara brings her out. This is something that you can do if you want to. Or you could bring her, and flip over, draw a card, swing with her, draw a card, and Unipotara her out. So these are the things that you can do just to make sure that your opponent works. And if all else fail, chain attack Zeno. Reset the board, reset the game, and let's see how reset your hands and let's see how it works. So you could use him to fish out the Universe 6 cards that you need, and all these cards, especially these 2 in your hands, are dead weight anyway, so you could dump them and just to get the draw out from Kefla. Alright, important cards that I seldom play as energy and I seldom dump them is this card, and this card. These are very important because this can help you to play more of this, and this could help you to play the 15Ks also. So if you want to bring something like that out, you could just chain attack to this, or chain attack to this, whatever you want. You could do that if you want to. Alright, so this is a deck tag. I've been having a lot of fun with it, especially with this little spice right here that caught your opponent off guard. Especially first turn you put this down and your opponent goes like, oh, maybe I should block, I should do something about it. But no, you chain attack this essentially wasting him a turn, buys you another turn just to play. Downside, I would say, is this card when her unawakened side is that she needs to pitch a Universe 6 card. This is, in my opinion, really crippling because this leader is confined to Universe 6. I think that's what they want to do. But you have things like Hirudigan that swings and you drop a battle card. So the reason why I'm just playing 2 Xenos, it's because Xeno is a dead weight in this format. No discussion, it's a dead weight if you don't need Xeno. The reason why, you don't want to play him as energy, he cannot give you any combo, and the last thing that it does is that, or the most crippling thing that it does is that you can't even use it to pitch and to draw 2 cards. So that's basically that. So this is the deck profile. Thank God I didn't cough this time around. I think the honey helps. I hope you enjoy yourself, and thanks for staying staying in touch. All the comments, all the likes, all the subscribe, I really appreciate it. It really helps to bring up more and more content for you. I've been testing out Xeno Maidens. I decided to drop that because I really, even though I put in a lot of time just to make it work, I didn't manage to make it work. I think it's a fun deck that dies a lot of time. It's very, very dependent on the cards, but the Jiren profile might be coming next because I'm having a lot of fun with the Universe Ultimate Box Jiren. So, Jiren, the ultimate warrior. So this is most probably going to come up next. No promises. I need some fine tuning to that deck, but once I get it, narrow it down. Once I get it pinned down and I'm comfortable with it, I will share it on this channel. So thank you, have a great day, and bye bye.